Hi there, this is me. And this is my city, the place that I live in. And if we zoom out a bit, here is the place that we all live together, planet Earth. Now, if you're talking about size, the size of each and every one of us watching this video is incomparably small in comparison to the size of planet Earth. But what makes our life significant? What exactly are our opinions toward our life? Well, that is what we're going to explore in today's video. Hello everyone, welcome back to the Gongbong channel, where today we're going to dive down into the topic of life and also possibly even death. Well, I will take all of you throughout all of the ideas and research that I have been through, and I want you to make your own decision toward your opinions toward life as a whole. And I will also address my opinion toward my life or I would say life in general by the end of the video as well. So back to the topic about the size of planet Earth and the amount of people living on Earth. With this concept in mind, we as a human being is incredibly small in comparison to our planet. And not only that, among the 7.5 billion people living on Earth, we are also small in comparison in terms of amount of people living on this planet. So you might think that life can be quite insignificant, right? So now, let me take all of you out of this perspective of what is surrounding us and go beyond basically what we can see in reality, and that is outer space. Well, our planet is just among the many planets that we have in the solar system. And as of now, there is no sign of life whatsoever that any researchers have actually researched on other than hoaxes. We have seen no sign of life. Now there are three theories that can be suggested from this. Either we are the first ever existence in the entire universe, or we are the last existence or the last civilization to exist in our universe, or we are living in harmony among other existence within our universe. But imagine we are the last or the first civilization to be built on this planet, on this floating rock that is floating out of space in this solar system, which is a part of a bigger thing in the universe. So that is very scary, correct? Now, how about we zoom out even further and actually explore the observable universe, not even to that point, just by our solar system, just how big can it be, and our galaxy, how small it is in comparison to other galaxies in the observable universe. Well, here's a thought experiment for you. The farthest spacecraft we have going out of Earth is Voyager 1. And it would take Voyager 1 at least less than 80,000 years to get out of our galaxy. Just our galaxy, to explore other galaxy. 80,000 is an incomprehensible number in comparison to the amount of years that we could live in on this planet. So as you can see, the numbers start going off and we start to become smaller. And as we realize that your life can pretty much almost be meaningless. Because we who are living from 80 to 100 years, if we're lucky, are living at such an incredibly small fraction of time in comparison to the thousands, hundreds of thousands, or millions or billions of years that can pass by throughout the entire universe. Well, speaking of universe, our observable universe is believed to be 13.8 billion years old. Now that is such a mind-boggling year that we can't even imagine. And it is not just that, our universe is ever expanding. Right now, we can only see what we can observe. That is why we call it the observable universe. But there are so much farther places that in our lifetime, infinite of lifetime, and we can live for eternity, we will never get to explore those places. So here's an example of how big our universe can be. Well, here's the observable universe, what we can actually see. And the tiny dot over here is where we are and where we represent as a tiny minuscule person living in this incredibly small planet in comparison to the solar system, the galaxy, or the universe. So, as you can see, there are so many bigger things in the universe, so many places that we will never get to explore. So, if we zoom in a bit to focus our surrounding, focus internally about who we really are, what exactly is the meaning of life? We are given barely a century to live. What can we do with that century? Well, the answer to that question is a lot actually. We can do so much with the amount of times we have on this planet. But before we get to that, let us all explore many of the theories toward the meaning of life. Well, if you don't know, the meaning of life is a very serious topic, and there have been so many discussions as to why we exist. We can decipher this topic in a scientific way or in other ways, in whatever way that you want to interpret it. But many of the famous theories, for example, start with the theory of existentialism, which basically states that existence precedes essence, which entirely means that our existence itself is the meaningful life, and it happened before any other essences, whether it can be religions, whether it can be other opinions that we have toward life itself. Just we coming out and being alive and existing already have a meaningful meaning toward our life, if you understand what I mean. So this is the idea of existentialism, whereby we have the existence, we have the freedom to explore our own potential, and we are not restricted by the things that society throws at us. At the same time, we also have many other theories. For example, we have the theories related to how life is meaningful because of gods, how life is meaningful because of spiritual realm, how life is literally can be meaningless, or how life is defined by our own path, and many theories that I have researched on, many research papers, and I will leave a link down below, and you can also read as well if you have your spare time. So yeah, it's said and done. The bottom line is that life itself is a very big topic, and the meaning of life is a very difficult topic to decipher. And there are many theories in regards to the idea or the topic of the meaning of life, and it opens ultimately to your interpretation. Now, for my idea to what basically the meaning of life that I want to share with all of you today is that despite the amount of bigger things, the farthest place in the universe, how big the cosmology is in the entire universe is, to me life is very simple actually. It's about, first of all, existing, living on this planet or wherever you are. After we exist, we start to fulfill whatever we want to do. And by fulfilling here, I mean do whatever you want so that you don't live a regretful life. Of course, whatever you want here is bounded by law, but still, whatever you are passionate about, go for it. And do not wait another day, do not delay your time to do other things and regret it later, not being able to do it. And to me, life is that mission, doing things one by one, fulfilling it till the end of the day, till the end of your life, so that you can say you live an amazing life with no regrets. And when doing so, it allows you to have not a crazy thought or anxiety that you're not doing enough, or you have a midlife crisis whereby you want to do more but you can't. And I think, to me anyway, this is what life is all about, existing and fulfilling. And of course, other essences can come later on in life, whether it be religions, whether it be any other philosophical ideas or spiritual idea that I have. But that is a topic to talk for another day, because science, philosophy, there are so many things to explore. But the bottom line here is, how about you? What are your takes on life? What are your interpretations toward your own life or life in general? Are you more of a nihilism, or are you more of a person who supports many theories at once? Comment down below or think of it yourself. And so, with that being said, thank you very much for watching this video. There will be more in the future, hopefully. I'm very busy. Look at my hair. I have been staying at home. Enough of the bull crap. Thank you guys for watching, and we will see each other later on. Goodbye.